for this beautiful weather. Absolutely amazing. I'd like to thank God for blessing Texas.
Woo!
There it is.
He's not even from Texas.
The end. Okay, so I also like to thank Ken and Mimi Fisher and Tom and Martha Powell for putting on a gorgeous wedding.
Woo!
I walked into this venue and had to walk around for a little bit because it's just unbelievably scenic thing. I'm sure the photographers will love this. It's an incredible wedding.
Yeah, we do.
There it is. I'd like to also thank everybody who came from out of town. I talked to probably about maybe a quarter, maybe a little bit less than the people here today. And we had people come in from D.C., California, Kansas, Tennessee, Florida, Oklahoma, North Carolina.
Austin.
I'm from New York. Where's that?
Austin.
Oh, there it is. All right, so now to talk about the beautiful couple. Kate, you put the beautiful in beautiful couple. Meanwhile, Joel, well, you make it a couple. So, I live in New York. I live outside of, obviously outside the state, so I don't get to come down here too often. I come down here a lot to see my wife's family and to spend time with best friend Joel. But every time before I come down, we get to talking about what we're going to do. Now, unfortunately, I haven't spent a lot of time with Kate because of this. Come down once or twice a year. Anyway, one time before I came down, the time before I met Kate, I was talking to Joel on the phone, and we're, wow, what are we going to do? Paintball! Drink, have fun. And then he got serious for a second. He's like, hey man, but for real, you need to meet this girl. She's something else. And then he went on rants about how beautiful she is, how she's a perfect Texas gal. And then in a humble voice, Joel said, hey man, I really think she might be the one. After hearing that, I thought, fine, I'll meet her. Then I met the beautiful Kate. Now Joel, and you guys in here who know him pretty well, realize that he exaggerates about a lot of stuff.
No way.
Yeah. A lot of disappointments after hearing about things with Joel. But Joel, you're incredibly humble about Kate. Because when I met Kate, I realized how beautiful she was, how genuine a personality she had. I absolutely fell in love with the idea of this Texas queen in the midst of roping in my buddy's heart. I don't know if Joel remembers, but every time that I was down here after that, when Kate was at work, and Joel would be on the phone with Kate, remember what I used to say? Tell Kate I love her. Remember that? I actually love Kate so much that I got married a month ago. I love Kate so much that I asked her to be my best man. She declined. She said it was a little bit awkward. So I reluctantly deferred the question to Joel. So I sucked it up and I got married to my wife with Joel next to me. So now, for Joel. I met Joel in Vienna, Austria, where we were both Marine security guards. For those of you who don't know, the Marine security guards are the iconic Marines who stand in embassies and consulates around the world, the ambassadors in blue.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Joel and I had 2 rooms right next to each other in the Marine house. So naturally, we became pretty good friends because of our proximity. I remember Joel best in Vienna as one of those Marines who stood out. Everyone always knew, oh, that guy over there, that's Joel Powell. Now this was usually because of certain indicators. Like wearing bright pink polos that he either bought a Baby Gap or accidentally dried for a week and a half straight in the dryer.
So true. Whoa. You doing the story? I'm making fun of Jordan here.
You could have noticed Joel by the bandages on his hand from grabbing a sizzling hot fajita iron. For a guy born in Texas and raised on Tex-Mex food, you would figure that he would have known better than to grab a fajita iron heated several hundred degrees. Even if Joel's previous experience didn't indicate that this could be harmful, the waiter warned everyone not to touch the scalding hot metal. But Joel, with his excitement for life, went immediately hands-on right as the tray touched the table. I love you, Joel. Anyway, after that happened, we went ahead and we issued Joel a new ID card for the MSG program. Everybody has a military ID card. Luckily, Joel left that ID card out so that I could come and I could bring it to show to everybody here. Joe Powell, everyone. Joe Powell. The Rock. That was The Rock that held the door open for the Marine House in Vienna. Had a little bit more intelligence than Joel. I love you. But with all that said, I'm glad to have had somebody to look up to in Vienna. A guy who would always make me look on the brighter sides of things when I was down. An intelligent person that I could seek advice from. So I want to go ahead and thank Dave the Span. Sitting right here. No problem. No problem. But in all honesty, Joel and I grew to become close friends in Vienna. And it was there that laid the foundation for how great of friends we are now and continue to become. Even though we've had a lot of different Marines from a large variety. Hey, Joel, could you go ahead and pronounce this word for me? Variety. All right, variety. We stayed close friends and traveled to a bunch of countries together on vacation. So when we both got out of the Marine Corps, we continued this tradition. And I came down here to Texas for spring break. And for all those parties involved, they know it better as 7 Days of Awesomeness. Woo! And Joel introduced me to one of his close friends, who last month I married. When he came down here for the wedding, I had seen a big transition in Joel's life. Joel had graduated top in his class and made an all-time sales record for a fundraiser for his school. It was a sales. Okay. He was also now part of a church that I could tell meant a lot to him. I could see that his Christian faith was blooming and becoming a more dominating part of his life. He was also about to marry this beautiful lady we see in front of us tonight. I thought to myself, wow, Joel has really changed. In the few years that we had not been hanging out as much. Then Joel decided to describe to us one day, and I quote, "Oil is dead dinosaurs." Oh, Joel. Some things change, but I'm glad the things that we love about you will never matter. When I sat down to write this best man speech, I did so with the intention of making everyone have a few laughs at Joel's expense. I'm thanking everyone for being here today to celebrate the union between two people that I love. But instead, what I did was remember the good times and the things we've been through. Joel introduced me to my wife, helped me through a very hard time when my father had passed away, and stood next to me when I married the woman of my dreams. I want to thank you, Joel, for asking me to be best man and allowing me to stand next to you when you married the woman of your dreams. A wise man once told me that life is all about balance. Knowing when to let go and when to hold on. Joel and Kate have gone throughout their lives, holding on to important qualities and experiences that have made them the people that they are today, while letting go of past relationships and negative events and items in their lives. But Joel and Kate realized what they had was special, and they held on. They held on to what has evolved into the most important thing in their lives. So I'd like to take the chance to ask everybody to go ahead and grab a glass and raise it. me go ahead and grab my glass. I'd like to toast Joel and Kate Powell's past, present, and future lives together, and ask for God's blessing as they continue this new life together. Thanks a lot, guys. I love you.
Cheers!
Thank you.